credit should go to the Dock Branch for trying to change these rules. People have been bitching at them for years about how crappy their rules are, and they've made a valiant attempt to change them. And I think that, you know, in all these kind of situations, the proof is in the pudding, right? It's when you put it into action, then you see where the holes are in the system. So we applaud them for making the change and for continuing to make changes until it's perfect. So let's talk about that. I mean, omissions of films is something that Steve just brought up. That's obviously one thing that in the sort of general feeling was that needs to be fixed. How can we fix that? What were some of the other guiding overall issues that you guys were trying to fix with the rule change?
The first one that you bring up, that you all bring up, about the best films not necessarily being nominated or winning, is it's so subjective. I mean, I don't know who in this group can say the best ones weren't nominated, or you can say the one that I preferred. There are 2 films this year that I loved, and I was certain were going to be nominated. Forget the fact that they didn't even make the short list, but they weren't. But that's the way it goes.
Are you going to name names?
Maybe eventually, but that's not the point. And the point is, you know, we all have different opinions about what makes a good film. And in documentary, we vote for them for different reasons. Sometimes it's the subject matter, sometimes it's the filmmaking techniques. And you know, it's interesting. I never saw that as a huge problem when films would, and I'd be like, oh, I was rooting for that one, and it didn't get in. But I never thought, oh, it's because there's such a huge flaw in the process. I think the process was actually pretty good, considering what we had to work with.
Well, actually, that's what I want to ask is, what did you see as big flaws in the process? Did you, or did you think the system was broken? And what do you think of the solution that's been established to fix it?
I was always frustrated that so few eyeballs were on each film. And, you know, people have said, well, mathematically, one person can sink a film.
I'm not sure the whole audience knows what that
means. What we would do, say there's 160 people in our branch. By the way, when I first became a member of the Academy, and when I was invited to join the Executive Committee, we didn't have a branch. We fought to become a branch and to have a bigger voice at the Academy. Now we're up to 160 members, and you know, if we get 150 movies, we can't watch 150 movies from December, whatever it is, to January. So we split them up. And so everybody gets a group of 15 movies, say. It's like, okay, you guys watch this 15, you guys watch this 15, whatever, and whoever in each group rises to the top, then we'll have our semifinals.
But you should point out that if you have if your movie is one of those 150, you couldn't participate.
That's correct.
And if you're off making a movie, you can't participate. So it's not 150 people looking at those
It's
movies.
probably 130, maybe, something, I don't know the exact number, but you know, everybody wants to participate, obviously, but it's not 20 people.